Hi everyone, welcome to Bella FX. So I'm gonna do a quick recap of all the signals I pretty much came up with last week or the week before that. So a couple of weeks ago. Um, the first one, which is kind of my favorite one so far, this one on the USD yen, but the New Zealand USD short is pretty much my favorite one because I honestly did not risk that much. So here are my pips. 116 pips, and I opened this on the 27th at 11:05. So guys, I made sure I stayed in this trade for a while. Also, the reason why I really stayed in it is because it created this spinning top candle right here on the 8-hour time frame. And it kept closing under, sorry about that, constantly. So I kept it in, and now we're at 118 pip. When I'm gonna take this trade down to about this area right here, okay? So down to the 0.69. And then we'll see from there. If it breaks this area of demand, then I'll continue lower. This does look like the trend is now changing, but we will see how it goes, okay? Pound USD, we are up 163 pips, 164 now. And this trade gave me quite of a headache, to be honest with you. It was just playing around in this area for so long, and I was kind of losing my patience. But usually this is what happens when you're in these round numbers right here, the 1.25, 1.27, 50. These numbers play around, and right here there's quite a bit of resistance, so I believe that it is going to stall here a little bit. But we will see. These are my long-term trades, so I'm just gonna keep them in. Next one is the USD yen. The USD yen is literally by far my favorite trade of the week. I found this trade last week, I think on a Friday. On Fridays when I was playing around, and as you can see here, on the 26th, the pair created a spinning top and a morning star. I can't show you the 12-hour time frame on here because it only works on my other computer, and I'm on my Mac right now. On the 12-hour, it created the spinning top and the doji. You can see it on the 8-hour right here too. It came back to let us in. This is where my entry was, and then it rallied. And right now we're up 212 pips, and this is my super long-term trade. I'm keeping this entry in until the about 119 area, okay? I say the 119 because if you look at the monthly, excuse me, this is where the next area of supply is, all right? So in Forex, guys, it'll be easier, and girls, it'll be easier to go for long-term trades. I know it takes long and a lot of patience, and sometimes some people cannot see their profits going to waste. We all have that emotional pattern to where, we have a lot of pips and we see our account growing, and then all of a sudden the chart just wants to move the opposite way, and we see our money just kind of declining and disappearing, and we get, frustrated, or we get emotional. But we know that in Forex, the chart always, or the price always retraces, and look at the big picture. Do you want to make 30 pips, or do you want to make 500 pips? So always keep in mind. And also, you chose to trade, or I chose to trade, so I don't have to work so much. And so this is why I do long-term trading. I don't want to work every day. I kind of want to enjoy my time and go about my hobbies. And so then I entered the Euro USD as well, guys. Euro USD was a pretty cool trade as well. I entered right about this area right here. It was not breaking the 1.60, it was not closing above it, and it created, as you see, a spinning top, or this is a spinning top, but some people might call it a doji. However, it's a spinning top for me. And a full body close under the spinning top, and then it continued lower. I will take this down to the to this next doji right here, actually, okay? This is where I'm taking it. Close to the, oh, I'm not used to using my Mac when I do this, so hang in there. So close to the 1.04, okay? I also, oh my god, so this one, the Aussie USD, was kicking my butt for a long time, but I refused to take my losses. I was kind of negative 100 pips on this one. I don't suggest it for anyone. However, I was not willing to take my losses because it isn't a great weekly resistance area. So I waited on it, and it's creating all the right downtrend movement. You see, you know, it was so strong on a bullish end, right? And over here, as we see, even on the weekly, every week for the last 1, 2, 3, 3 weeks, this is the 4th week, it's actually like just stalled right here, meaning that bullish have lost momentum and bearish are kind of taking over. This is another little area that we have to make sure it breaks. However, it will react, so, but don't worry if you are in the short. I'm gonna take this down to right about here, the 0.7500, and if it breaks that area and closes under, I will be taking it down to where it started, the 72. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. For your love, baby.